Hello there. I am Tuula Pere, a PhD in law and author from Helsinki, Finland. I specialize in children's stories and write some non-fiction and short stories for adults too. Both my experiences as a legal scholar and parent have greatly influenced my writing. I trust this background makes my books relatable and engaging for young readers and their parents when the families are looking for something interesting, heartwarming and wise content to read. Since 2010 I have worked as an author through Wickwick Ltd, my family company. My husband Pekka Pere is the CEO of our company and has been an invaluable partner assisting me in making this lifelong dream come true. To date, I have written and published over 60 children's books in English and more in Finnish, and also sold translation rights internationally. Working as a small independent publisher and building an international network of freelance illustrators, translators, editors and publishers is demanding. However, this combined role offers me great opportunities to use my previous work history skills, providing a unique perspective on my work. Today, my focus on operations is more abroad than in Finland. I find this natural because children everywhere have a lot in common. They need protection and security, and an opportunity to develop as human beings. The support of wise adults is essential everywhere, and children's books like the ones I create can be an efficient tool to build bridges between cultures and make a global impact. All in all, I consider life a wonderful gift. Each of us has our way of encountering it, including difficulties and challenges. But with the right attitude, we can significantly influence our lives and other people's lives. I could say that the cooperation of people is the most important source of my inspiration. I want to develop the ability of empathy in children and open their eyes to see and their ears to listen to the people around them. I consider it necessary to value people of different ages and respect their experiences. It's good for adults to remember what it was like to be a little person. Then they know how to help the children around them and to raise them to be balanced people. I also value grandparents' experience and all the ways they can participate in the lives of younger families. In my books I have written about the experiences of people of all ages and received praise from readers for this broad scope. My legal background makes me pay attention to societal morals and at all levels. I also bring justice issues to my children's books in a way suitable for each age level. Sometimes I can get up straight from the newspaper and go to my computer to write a children's book because I feel a great need to write for children even about the most challenging things like poverty, illness or war. From my own experience, I know that children also ask about difficult things. Someone must be able to answer those questions as well. Good books can help families and other educators in this matter. Not to leave a far too serious image, I have to say that I also find it fun to write about the funny side of everyday life, all the fun of trying and achieving, making mistakes and correcting them as a regular part of family life with children. I also try to bring nature as close as possible to children, because at least for me, it has always been essential and influenced my whole outlook of life. If you were born in the Lake District of Eastern Finland, you would understand my enthusiasm for nature and outdoor activities. Of course, I'm happy every time my book advances internationally, for example. All the different translation versions make me happy because I know my messages are going out into the world. It is incredible to read the news about how my books about war and peace have been published and presented in a refugee camp where a prominent international peace-building organization has taken them. And I feel like I've done something significant. Sometimes situations where I've witnessed that my story has indeed affected someone's life feel like the most significant. I know that one little girl was empowered by my book, The Healer Cat, when she had to endure the loss of her mother to a severe illness. I also know that in some families my book, Raspberry Red, set during the war, helped to discuss experiences kept silent until then between different generations. My Colin the Crab books have even made a non-speaking child in therapy react and comment on the events of the book. He wanted to defend the main character and started talking under the table. Lately, I have received even more confirmation that my international path is right for me. Even my desire to write books whose subjects cross all possible boundaries has been well received. Inspired by my children's books, new forms of cultural cooperation are emerging in all directions with international publishers. Among my future projects, I have a very special one. I'm working on 2 stories set in India, The Old Rose Villa and The Dream House. That pair of books is exceptional in many respects. Namely, I have received the stories, subjects and request to write them from an Indian friend. I also wanted to find an Indian illustrator for the books because I want them to respect and reflect Indian culture. And I found one who interpreted the stories beautifully in hand-painted pictures. The results of our cooperation will be available for everyone to see later this year. So, if we ever meet, you can tell me about your life, adventures, hopes and wishes. That could spark an idea for my following children's book.